Hello, I'm Rux, and today we're going to be talking about top 10 character classes I want to see in Plants vs Zombies Battle for Neighborville, and the reason why because my video from last time is now old because during the launch of the new shooter I talked about 4 class and I don't know, but right now we are getting a new plant class called Berry Brigade which we don't know of right now about his abilities and his attack, but next time PopCap if you guys watching this. Add classes which new characters rather than having just one new character on the zombie side because it pretty much not fair for the plants team to have their new character class on their side. We could have got a wizard class and a berry class in the game such as the wizard zombie class and the berry brigade class. The wizard class wouldn't been on the top in the prize leaderboard for the zombie side and the berry brigade wouldn't be on the bottom in the prize leaderboard for the plants side. And it's make a lot of sense because back in Garden Warfare 2 we got 2 new variants, one for the Super Brains class and one for the Citron class which is a toxic variant, and the Trial of Nomus DLC we got 2 new hidden character classes, one is a tree and one is a goat such as Torchwood and Hover Goat 3000, and those are 2 new hidden character classes for the plants team and on the zombies team, so next time PopCap add 2 new classes rather than 1. But let's start off on the top 5 plants. Classes and top 5 zombies classes team. So number 1. Iceberg Lettuce. So along with Berry Brigade class it seemed like we're getting another plant class which is an ice plant character because some hacker found a name code file of the ice plant class name Iceberg Lettuce, and it seems like after Berry Brigade class, later on we're particularly going to be getting another plant class which is an ice variant type that's going to have icicles attack and abilities, and to me I will like to have an ice plant class because it can shoot icicles and she can cause the zombies to move slow like the Yeti boss causes the plants to move slow with her attack and abilities, and yet I think Zack Scott and them will like having an Iceberg Lettuce class in the game because she will cause the zombies to move slow, but I don't know what's Iceberg attack and abilities can be, I have no idea. I did not even expect this to be an ice plant character class in the game, but maybe she can be attacking class, who exactly know, so let's move on. Number 2. Bitter Dill, or should I say Mini Dill aka Pickle Rick. Bitter Dill is a toxic boss in Graveyard Ops, he can spit out toxic bubble, he can spin, and he can spit out toxic gas at the zombies, but there a story mission when you have to defeat a pickle boss, and his name is Brian aka Bitter Dill or aka Pickle Rick, but some people wanted to see a Dill class like a Mini Dill will work as a class, he can have 175 health, he can spit out a same attack like Bitter Dill, his first ability can be Pickle Stomp when Mini Dill will jump into the air then he will come crashing down to do massive amounts of damages to anyone near him. It would do 50 damage. And reload time is 15 seconds. His other ability can be Brine Shield when Mini Dill will summon a shield made of his own stink. It will function like Lee Shield like in Garden Warfare 2 for the Torchwood class. It would have 100 health. And reload time is 20 seconds. Lastly his ability can be Bitter Tornado, Mini Dill will start turning spinning around dealing lots of damages. It will function like Super Brains' Turbo Twister. But whilst spinning he will create grody goop underneath leaving zombies trapped next to Mini Dill. It will do 20 damage multiple times. And reload time is 13 seconds. And not who discuss about a Mini Dill class, I think it was possibly Bob Box who said he wanted to see a Mini Dill class, but to me I don't know, but he will be a toxic variant type class so I don't mind that, or I think getting a Dill class will be good because he a toxic plant class, but I think he might be a attacking class. Number 3. Green Shadow. So I think we're going to be getting another PvZ Heroes character in the game, and I think it will be Green Shadow which is a Famali Peace Hooter. The reason why I want Green Shadow to become a character class because I want her to have a bow and arrow to shoot the zombies just like 80s action hero who has a future version of the bow and arrow. She can have a past version or a wooden version of the bow and arrow. Her bow and arrow attack is going have to be a charge up shot just like 80s action hero. She will also possibly have a same style like shooting 3 arrows like again, 80s action hero, but it will deal more damages to the zombies, but her first ability can be her spitting out Dark Beam Bomb from Garden Warfare 2, She will spit out 2 dark beam bomb causing damages to the zombies just like in Garden Warfare 2 with the Peas Hooter spitting out 2 dark beam bomb. Her second ability can be her shooting out 3 power P cannon from Plants vs Zombies Heroes, which is her special attack in the mobile game, but if Green Shadow shoot out 3 power P cannon at the zombies it will deal a lot of damages, and her last ability might be a hyper ability, when she will have a same move style like the Peas Hooter class, because Green Shadow is also a Famali Peas Hooter type 2, and I think Green Shadow can a green shield to protect the plants, and her shield is possibly going to look like Super Brain's shield but not purple. Purple is a zombie color, green is a plant color, so I think Green Shadow is going to have a green shield if you hold a button, but I think Green Shadow is going to be awesome and amazing cool character class because she is one of the main character in Plants vs Zombies Heroes that's made its way to battle for Neighborville, so I think she will be attacking class, and yet I do think I will like her as character class in the game. So number 4. Current Dragon, also known as Dark Matter Dragon Fruit and Electric Current. So we got Torchwood as a character right, in Garden Warfare 2 as a character class right, but what about the Power Dragon? I think we're going to be getting a Power or Electric class next year for the Plants team, but I want to see a current type, a current that can connect to each other with their electric beam, and that's is the Dark Matter Dragon Fruit from Plants vs Zombies Heroes. I want him to become a character class known as the Current Dragon class in Battle for Neighborville, but he possibly will be flying though, because he have the power to fly like Super Bean the boss that can fly, and I think his attacks is going to be electric spray, and if you aim or hold the button then the attack is going to be similar to the Power Cactus, and the electric spray attack is going to be similar to the Power Chomper attack from Garden Warfare. I think his first ability can be his special ability from PvZ Heroes. The Current Dragon will use his electric blast to take out zombies, which will deal a lot of damages to the zombies just like in PvZ Heroes. His second ability can be his Singularity Vortex mode. This Singularity Vortex comes Infinity Time and Cats vs Dinos from Garden Warfare 2, but it made its return in Battle for Neighborville as an ability for the Current Dragon class. This Vortex mode will buff your attack to become powerful, and like the Singularity Vortex in Garden Warfare 2, if you get close to it, you will be start dealing damages and then you die. So imagine Singularity Vortex or Vortex became ability for the Current Dragon class. How awesome is that? But he will still be taking damages by using Singularity Vortex mode, but also he will be moving faster on the Vortex mode still, and his last ability can be the Electric Beam that can connect to other Current Dragon classes. Electric Beam will definitely be similar to the Sunflower Beam, but it will be powerful to deal at the zombies with their electric beam connected to each other, which is other Current Dragon classes, but yet I think Current Dragon will be an awesome looking and attacking class, but he will look like Dark Matter Dragon Fruit from Plants vs Zombies Heroes, but he'll also again might become attacking class, but yet I will like having a electric plant class in the game. Number 5. Fat Beat from Plants vs Zombies 2. So back in Plants vs Zombies Garden Warfare 2 we have a DJ engineer variant called the Robotic, right, and his attack and stuff too, but what if they add a DJ class something like that in Battle for Neighborville, which will be Fat Beat from Plants vs Zombies 2, known as a DJ variant, just like Beatboxer is a boxer variant boss that was scrapped and talked about last time. But right now we're talking about Fat Beat class, how his attack works and how his abilities works. So his attack will definitely be similar to Robotic speaker attack from Garden Warfare 2, but he going have to have arms, even though the beats don't have arms because they beat boxers, but it fetos matter, and the reason why it has arms because it's a character class, and I think he's going to have N2 speaker to attack with. His sniper attack can be suspa soldier attack, but it will different. Rathering bubbles, it can be replaced by music icons, and once it hits it's going to deal some beat wave damages, just like if shoot the sonar shot, it will deal some sonar wave damages. How cool is that attack? Now his first ability can be his headphone beat, which will deal a lot of damages with his headphone beat effect just like in Plants vs Zombies 2. His second ability can be his DJ turret, DJ turret will definitely be similar to the Gatting turret, which is for the engineer ability, but the DJ turret ability, I think the DJ turret is going to buff the plants to shoot and move faster, and also the DJ turret will attack too. Once DJ turret shoots some kinda code corruptor at the zombies, it will start corrupting at the zombies to start dealing damages, which is very similar to the DJ monkey from Bloons Tower Defense 6 when it will start corrupting the balloons to deal damages, and his last ability can be himself. Of course he a beat plant, so he can easy use his beat to knock back the zombie, which will deal a lot of damages. His beat ability is going to be a knockback ability, and I think Fat Beat will be an awesome class because he can use his DJ turret to buff the plants, and also his attack will be awesome as well. So again, Fat Beat will be a cool awesome class because his attack and the ability, but Fat Beat is going to be a supported class along with the Sunflower and Rose class. I think Fat Beat chances is going to happen in the near future, like next year, because we don't have any supported plant classes in the game yet. So let's move on to the zombies team. So number 6, Toxic Zombie, or could this Toxic Zombie particularly be Gravedigger? So we have Electric Slide. Right, as a Disco Electric Famali type class that can shoot electricity at the plants team, right? But what about the Gravedigger type class, right? As possibly a vampire, even though she is a Gravedigger type that can possibly shoot toxic at the plants team. But Gravedigger was originally going to be in Plants vs Zombies Garden Warfare 1 as a playable character class. He also has a gun, but unfortunately Gravedigger was scrapped and was made into by the Scientist class. But in Garden Warfare 2, there was a lot of sightings of the actual Gravedigger character. First you will see a Gravedigger in Z-Tech Factory in the science section, floating inside in the glass. Second you will see Gravedigger in the Leaf Agent room, the hideout, and you will see some photos of the actual Gravedigger himself. A lot of people thinking this could be Gravedigger due to the stones 4D up of the class sections. A lot of people thinking this new character class particularly could be Gravedigger himself as a new DLC class, but unfortunately it was the Hover Goat 3000 that became a character class. But lucky the near future comes, and in Plants vs Zombies 3 you will actually see Gravedigger as a Famali version that finally debuted in the game. So pray, and hopefully she will definitely debut and make her appearance in Plants vs Zombies Battle for Neighborville as a Toxic Zombie class. I think it'll will work perfectly because Electric Slide can be a Disco Electric Famali zombie type class that can shoot electricity at the plants team, and Gravedigger can possibly be a vampire toxic Famali zombie type that can also shoot toxic at the plants team, but she going to have a attack weapon that is definitely similar to Captain Squawk attack weapon, maybe a rotten bird, deadly bird, or a zombie bird that can spray toxic, and once you hold the button, it will shoot a toxic trash at the plants team causing toxic damages. But I know what her abilities can be. First, her ability can be the toxic gas. She planned to kill the plants team, which will deals a lot of damages. Her second ability can get burrowing with her shovel just like the Chomper, but she use her shovel to burrow to escape from the plants team. And her last ability can be her spawning up brown coat zombies. She can use her shovel to spawn up 3 brown coat zombies to take out the plants team. But Gravedigger will be an awesome cool class that's finally debuted in the game, which is Battle for Neighborville, just like we finally got ourselves a mushroom class in the game such as Nightcap. If you can do that, then you can add or debut Gravedigger in Battle for Neighborville. It's just we really want that to happen because Gravedigger actually made its appearance in Plants vs Zombies 3 as a Famali version, and plus the reason why I saying that because there's no internal name for the Toxic Zombie class, so we don't know if this Toxic Zombie could be the Gravedigger class or could this be something else like a different Toxic Zombie class like Dr. Toxic, but that's a Scientist variant, and plus we got a Wizard Zombie which is a male version, so I feel like we're going particularly be getting a Famali Toxic Zombie version, and I feel like this Famali Toxic Zombie could particularly be the Gravedigger character from Plants vs Zombies 3, or something else. We see if NM Gaming found something that will do with the Toxic Zombie internal name, and if they found a G character select icon, then that's mean this could definitely be Gravedigger, or not, who knows. Number 7. The Renegade Robo Zombie, So a lot of people wants to see a robot class because this robot can use its jackpack to fly, and that was dope when he did that, like this robot use his jackpack to fly through. So and plus again there's a lot of hackers that are particularly playing as this robot character in Garden Warfare 2 because you can download mods now, and make you own mods too, but I know this could be particularly a Robo Zombie to be talked about, but I not just talking about this robot zombie, sometimes it could also particularly could possibly be Crab Machine, the smaller robot class, and also it can have different design and it will all move super faster because it's a smaller bot. But I'll talk about a smaller Crab Machine if we get to my honorable hidden classes mentions, but right now the reason why this Robo Zombie might become a character class because PopCap has made a Renegade boss version for the Z-Mech and Imp characters, and the Renegade Z-Mech has a ability that can shoot 5 or 6 gravity missiles at the plants, which is barely insane. His other ability can shoot out 5 or 6 smoke gas at the plants, and the smoke gas will start falling or dropping on the plants team, which is also barely insane. And the rest of the abilities is the Z-Mech missiles and the Z-Mech stump, and also it has a same attack like the regular Z-Mech, but I think they're going to be a Renegade Robo Zombie class version who also going to have maybe tank commander attacks and also insanely abilities too like the Renegade Z-Mech. So I just came up with his Renegade attack ideas, and his hold button Renegade attack might be a tank commander attack because again we don't have any variants in the game, but there was a scrap tank commander attack that was also planned to come back in the game. Again, watch NM Gaming upcoming content videos on his channel, but I don't know if this going to be for the Renegade Robo Zombie class or a legendary foot soldier class. I have to find out, because I can't come up any attacks for the Renegade Robo Zombie class, or he just going have to have a same attack like the regular Robo Zombie, but he can steal swing at the plants causing to deal a hack amount of damages because he has spike all over his arms. But his first ability can be him shoot out 5 or 6 gravity missiles at the plants team just like the Renegade Z-Mech. His second ability can be of course his jetpack, when he uses to fly through just like the regular Robo Zombie, and his last ability can be his golden Gatling attack, which is General Supremo attack. This ability is going to be very similar to the Citron class because the Citron beam and the time limit, and also if you hold another button, yeah that's right, this is the Renegade Robo Zombie class, so it's going to have a giant shield just like the Citron shield. Citron has a giant orange shield, and the Renegade Robo Zombie has a giant blue shield, and the Renegade Robo Zombie will be an awesome insanity character class because it can shoot 5 or 6 gravity missiles, it can deal a lots of damages, and it can also uses the golden Gatling attack. So I think this robot class is going to be an awesome insanity and a beast character class, so I really hope the Robo Zombie become a playable character in the near future, hopefully LLL happen. Number 8. Minor problem. So if you go into Mount Steep you will see one of them flying towards you, and they can also shoot you with grilled cheese which will deal fire damages, but I want them to have a will so they can become playable character class. I want them to be like pylon mechs from Garden Warfare 2, but not the design, just keep them like that, but the mechs will be smaller though, but I want them to keep a same grilled cheese fire attacks. I want them to have unique abilities. His first ability can be the cones, yes, bring them cones back to the game, make it be similar to the pylon mech from Garden Warfare 2. His second ability can be them pouring down the grilled cheese lava, make it to deal fire damage to the plants team similar to the Snapdragon ability, and their last ability can be the super sprint ability which will very be similar to the pylon mech sprint ability from Garden Warfare 2, and I think the minor problem will be a cool fire character class because it has some grilled cheese attacks, but I can't come up any fire zombies classes. So all I come up is the minor problem, and maybe minor problem can become a fire zombie class in the near future like next year, so I hope it happens. Number 9. Brains Freeze. I think there's going to be a Yeti class in the future because I don't know, there was a scrap version called the Mini Yeti and the Sasquatch that was smaller boss, but it's way too small. But what if they do this? What if they resizes the Yeti to look like a character class just like the Torchwood class? There's a possibility that PopCap might make another mini type boss that could particularly be a character class like the Torchwood class and the Mini Dill class we talked about last time, of course we're getting a hero mini Gargantuar as a playable class just like NM Gaming said, but I want the Yeti class to be the Brains Freeze class from Plants vs Zombies Heroes. It makes sense, his attack can definitely be swinging for sure because he has icicles hands that will deal ice damages. If you hold the button trigger then Brains Freeze will throw 3 icicles at the Plants team, very similar to the Yeti boss and Sasquatch boss because he also throw 3 Firestones at the Plants team. His first ability can be the Frosty Beam. His Frosty Beam will deal some ice damages to the point it will freeze the plants. This Frosty Beam came from Frozen Citron and this Frosty Beam is going to the Citron ability. Second ability can of course be his Freezing Blast, very similar to the Yeti boss, and his last ability can be his special ability from PvZ Heroes, that can also deal ice damages to the plants. And I think Brain Freeze will be a cool class because his cosmetic can also work well. And his gestures, but yeah, hopefully Brain Freeze or a Yeti zombie become a playable class one day, hopefully it'll happen. Lastly, number 10. Mini Gargantuar. It seems like Gargantuar is going to become a playable character class in the game in the future, which is kinda of weird because Gargantuar is a giant zombie boss that wants to take you out, and plus it makes sense of Gargantuar becoming a playable character class in the game because it was scrapped in Garden Warfare 2. Gargantuar was planned to become a playable character class known as Giga Gargantuar as a tank character along with Torchwood class in the Trial of Nomus DLC. But sadly Giga Gargantuar class was scrapped along with Laser Mohawk and Laser Horns being scrapped, but likely Gargantuar class is going to debut in Battle for Neighborville as a mini version, but NM Gaming said that Gargantuar is not going to have a weapon, which is kinda weird because Giga Power Pole is definitely one of the main weapon for the Gargantuar boss to attack the plants in the entire PvZ franchises, but the hero Gargantuar don't need any weapon, so what the hero Gargantuar class attack and his ability be? Maybe the hero Garg can be the Smash, which is a wrestler Gargantuar in PvZ Heroes, or could it be something else? But unfortunately, my apologies, I cannot come up any or abilities or his attack for the hero Gargantuar class. If I was, then he will have a Giga Power Pole weapon, but he don't have a weapon, so I have no idea. All I have to say is look up NM Gaming channel videos and you see the hero Gargantuar files, but yeah, that's all I have to say. I did not know that we getting a Gargantuar class in the game, but yeah, those are all my character classes that I want to see or that are coming to the game, but this video is not over yet. Like I said, I have my honorable mentions. My honorable mention number 1. Bring Torchwood class back and make him into a Captain Combustible in Battle for Neighborville. Torchwood class as a Captain Combustible class will make a lot of sense because back in Garden Warfare 2 Torchwood had some cosmetics that can now actually work perfectly in Battle for Neighborville, and also, keep his attack and abilities, and plus we might get a Yeti class and a Gargantuar class in the future, possibly same for Bitter Dill class, so it'll make a lot of sense if PopCap ever bring back Torchwood from Garden Warfare 2 and make Torchwood into Captain Combustible into Battle for Neighborville as a DLC class. I think it will be cool because we will have 4 mini bosses that are actually playable in the game, and then possibly later on in the future you can bring or debut the Torchwood Spirit ability back in the game as a DLC ability. So number 2. Bring back the Laser Goats. Okay, so remember we have a goat class that can ride a future hoverboard 3000, actually known as Hover Goat 3000, yeah, but they don't need a hoverboard anymore, they can simply be a goat class that was scrapped as a game mode class, but you now have Sheep class 2 actually known as Laser Mohawk. Again, they still need to add a sheep ability for the Wizard Zombie class. It will make a lot because the Rose has an ability that can transform zombies into goats, so hopefully PopCap are planning to add a sheep for the wizard class, so that way the wizard will use his ability to turn plants into sheep just like in Plants vs Zombies 2, and the goat can also be now known as Laser Horns, keep the same attack and abilities. The cosmetic will also work for the goat and the sheep in Battle for Neighborville, and that will be awesome if the laser classes return too, along with the Torchwood class actually known as Captain Combustible, so yeah, hopefully the Laser Goat class return in Battle for Neighborville along with the new class such as the Laser Sheep class. If they add a sheep ability for the Wizard Zombie class, hopefully it'll happen. My lastly honorable mention number 3 is going to be hidden character class I want to see. So for the plants I think this hidden character class might be the lawnmower class, and here's why. Number 1. Lawnmower is in the PvZ battle for Neighborville thumbnail just like the goat was in Garden Warfare 2 thumbnail. Number 2. Lawnmower became mind blower in Town Center and you get to play as it because it has Baron hat, Zen Sensei goatee, and Yeti blinks, just like in Garden Warfare 2 the goat was warning a delivery cosmetic and you get to play as it in entire mission in Zomburger restaurant. Number 3. The lawnmower was in Plants vs Zombies Heroes as a plant card just like the Hover Goat 3000 was in the zombie card. Number 4. Lawnmower is not in Plants vs Zombies 3, and lastly number 5. A lawnmower is next to the Switch Team tent which is also could still be a teaser for the another secret character class just like Wizard's Wand was a tease of the Wizard Zombie class coming to the game. Now I know it's weird but it could particularly happen. I mean PopCap made a goat into a playable character class known as the Hover Goat 3000, so if they can do that then they should possibly make a lawnmower into a playable character class possibly known as Robotic Mind Blower. We have a scrap boss named Robotic Orange Juice, so if they can make an orange juice into a robotic boss then they should make Mind Blower into robotic class. It could happen you guys. Lawnmower class could particularly happen in the near future or maybe not, who knows. Robotic Mind Blower came from the future to take out zombies, so this Robotic Mind Blower is going to be like the Hover Goat 3000 from Garden Warfare 2 but not his attack and abilities. I think he should have a Mech Breaker attack which is Iron Citron Mech Breaker attack from Garden Warfare 2. Yeah that's right, Mech Breaker attack return as a Robotic Mind Blower attack. Of course same damage as one Mech Breaker shot but it will shoot fast. Just like in Iron Citron upgrade when you buff or upgrade Iron Citron to shoot Mech Breaker fast in Garden Warfare 2. His first ability is a buff ability when he use his buff ability to buff the whole plant's team, which is going to be similar when if a plant takes an item to buff the whole team to defeat the Yeti. That's how his ability is going to be like, buffing the whole plant's team, and it will make the plants shoot faster and deal more damages to the zombies team. His second ability is his speed mode. He can go fast, jump high, and he will shoot very faster with his Mech Breaker. His speed mode attack is going to be like Iron Citron Iron mode when he shoots very faster with his Mech Breaker, and he will go fast very fast just like Citron go fast with his ball to the point he jumps high when he use his ability in Garden Warfare 2. His last ability can be the Quick Sprint. The Quick Sprint is going to be a Pylon Mech Sprint from Garden Warfare 2. It'll sprint through the zombies, causing a hack amount of damage to the zombies team, and yet I think Mind Blower might become a character class pretty or maybe not, but still who knows, you never know what comes next in the future. Now the zombies team, the hidden character class might be a mini crab machine but as a female robot. Yet to me I think the hidden classes might particularly be robotic classes like Robotic Mind Blower and mini crab machine. I think the gnomes must have programmed them or went to the future to kidnap them to steal their power or their energy to make King Gnomus and the gnomes become powerful villains in the game against the heroes such as the plants team and the zombies team. But a mini crab machine might possibly happen, but it will be a female robot, not a male robot like a standard or renegade Robo Zombie. Trust me, there's lots of female crabs out there under the sea that possibly kinda make sense for the female Robo Zombie class such as mini crab machine. Now her attacks, I think her attack can definitely be the sonar shot attack just like Suspa Soldier from Garden Warfare 2, to shoot a sonar shot hold the button trigger, and she can also swing by using her claws, press a button. Her first ability can be her using a claws to pinch a plant causing to deal lots of damages, the damage what the ZPG deal. Her second ability can be Super Mega Double Krabby Beams, Shrimpy Beam, and the Mega Laser is going to mix up together into a Mega Double Krabby Beams. Yeah that's right, it's going to have that Shrimpy Beam sound effect and it's going to deal a hack of hell might of damages. Oh my freaking gosh, it's going to deal, it's have to deal 100 or 150 damages, it have to. One of the most powerful ability out there will have to be Mini Crab Machine, and her last ability can be her Robotic Teeth, of course, like the Crab Machine boss, but it will deal lots of damages if she bite a plant team, and maybe we might get a family robot one day like Mini Crab Machine, but this just my speculations. And yeah, that's is all my ideas for new character classes. I don't know any attack and abilities for other classes like Iceberg Lettuce the ice plant, Cabbage the weed actually, Eric the brown coat, and many Gargantuar, but thanks for you guys being there listening to this. Put a comment about what character class do you want to see, and subscribe and like this video, and yeah, peace.